Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Get Con.
I will try to con you into some change.
Not Addison Change. Just want to say what's up to everybody out there, man. We just sitting here chilling. Was gonna go to rec and work out, but man, it got cold out there out of nowhere, boy. I ain't trying to go out there, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to freeze out there, whoop.
Yeah, I ain't trying to please either, you know what I'm saying, man? Hey, man, with a proper introduction, man, this is Elijah, you know what I mean? Hey, been a minute since we've been on here, so everything's kind of everywhere right now, scattered brain, but, you know, we're going to come to you with some good news, however. Started our first class, first trauma talk.
Yeah. Hey, got our first class. Finally took it from just dreaming about it to actually making it a reality. So it was cool to see, man. Cool to actually finally get it off the ground and get everything going and having everybody in there and everybody showing up, participating. Hey, it was crazy. It was crazy to, I don't know how to explain it. And like, so you used to seeing these guys every day. We see these guys and everybody has these masks, everybody has these fronts, you know, trying to be tough guys, trying to be extra, you know. But to see within like minutes of us actually sitting down and explaining what we're here for and what we're trying to do and seeing everybody's walls come down, you know, that was cool to see.
I see everybody come in, you know, everybody's all tensed up, looking around, don't know what to expect, you know, all that, but 10 minutes, I say about 10, 15 minutes into the class, hey, everybody was laughing, everybody was clowning, everybody was at ease, everybody, you know, they understood that they were in an environment where non-judgmental, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So,
which cool because like we had protective custody inmates in there along with, you know, people from, you know, the more thuggish side of town, you know what I mean? So a mixture of everybody, which is what we wanted to do from the beginning because we wanted administration to see like we're not just targeting just a certain group, but we want everybody to, trauma affects everybody. And we want to be able to offer that healing and help to everybody here. Right.
yeah, and you know what I mean, and I applaud the brothers that were, you know what I mean, the courage to step forward and, you know, take that initiative to recognize their own trauma. You know what I mean? Because there was some serious questions that were being asked.
Hey,
You know, yeah, I was like, yeah.
We didn't even hesitate. Hey, went straight to the trauma circle, you know, asked the real hard,
Oh yeah.
hey, hit you right to the soul question.
Hey, to the soul question. Hey, but you know, and to sit there and get the feedback that we got from the people that were there, you know what I mean? They were, you know what I mean? They were just talking to us about the courage that they had to help, but not to look around, but you know what I mean, to make that first step forward.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey,
So,
to even show up.
yeah.
Show up and then to even, you know, take the steps to see, you know, that you're dealing with a lot of the same issues that these other guys are dealing with and you know, that's a good topic we can even touch on right now is about just having that courage to make changes in your life. You know, whether you're in here, you're out there, you know, you're going through your life, you're going through your regular routine and you know that you ain't comfortable there, you know, you're not satisfied with what you got and you want to make changes. What do they say? Not how they put it, but something like that, like having courage to, or you can't have growth without being uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. You have to get it out of your comfort zone. You know, you have to get it out of your comfort zone. You know what I mean? So I mean, but for myself, like the brother here was saying, hey, that's the goal too. If you guys have been following us, that's the goal
Hey,
too.
he says that every time. Hey, like brother here said that.
But you know, to see it, to dream it, and to see it, it's something amazing, man. It's something cool. It's something you accomplish something, or you're moving forward in your own growth, though. You know, for me to sit there and to see everybody struggle to move around, the fidgetiness, you know, the uneasiness at first, and then to see them, you know what I mean? That meant a lot to me, man, because I was in that place, and then in some situations here in prison, I'm still in that place. You know what I mean? Like I'm not fully all the way, you know, comfortable in certain situations. You know, there's times where I shut down. There's times whatever. You know what I mean? But the courage that we're gonna be talking about today, you know what I mean? That's what we're facing to overcome the fears and
even taking that first step.
Yeah.
Even like I said, you know, being brave, it's not something that just happens overnight. You know, it's something you got to consciously do, and that's what we're trying to show everybody, like to live with the intention, make choices with purpose. Ooh, something like that there. Hey, but for real though, like, you know what I mean? Live an intentional life. Like, you plan to live the life that you want. And that starts, you know, with being able to be uncomfortable, put yourself around people like us being in there, you know, bro was saying that like it's difficult to sometimes be around certain other people because you're not used to them. We're used to a certain type of people that you grow up, people that you're around, your little circle of individuals, and then when you step outside of that and you got to adapt to another group of people, you know, sometimes that's uncomfortable, but we sat there and even them guys, you know what I mean? I was even surprised that them guys were stepping up and laughing and having fun and bearing their scars and letting us see the trauma that they've experienced. That was definitely hey, man, there's people walking by, man, they trying to stop and say hi, so we got to shush them off, you know.
Yeah.
You know how it goes in here, man. Hey, grab that Einstein quote, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, read a little quote one time, man. My boy got a little quote he's been trying to share every time I see him, man. So, for those of y'all that don't know, hey, Einstein used to be the bed. Nah, but hey, me and Elijah moved in together, you know what I mean? So now we got a little bit more time to be on here. So we're gonna try to post more consistently on our other YouTube page, so that way, you know, we can get more out there. And hey, anybody out there knows anything about like video, you know, videography, you know, that can help us out with that. We know we want to put some visuals to what's going on. So if anybody, you know, reach out. But that's a little side note. But go ahead, bro.
Hey, all right, man. Hey, listen, Einstein. Einstein said, "How many people are trapped in their everyday habits? Part numb, part frightened, part indifferent. To have a better life, we must keep choosing how we're living." Hey, let that sink in for a minute. What, they used to be the best?
Hold on, let me read. I gotta read it because you saying it, I didn't catch it. How many people are trapped in their everyday habits? Part numb, part frightened, part indifferent. To have a better life, we must keep choosing how we're living. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Hey, I'm basically Einstein. I said that. Hey, live intentionally.
Hey,
that's what he said.
Hey, you basically Einstein because you Peter Bates still.
Hey, but for real, that's what he's saying. He's saying choosing how we're living.
Choosing how we're living.
So basically, it's a choice.
Yeah.
Whether it's doing bad or good, it's a choice.
Hey, but what I like about this quote is, listen, it talks about the flight, fight, or freeze. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Fight. Hey, I had a hard time spitting that out, but hey, listen.
Hey, bro got a heavy lip.
Hey, that's what
Hey, that bottom lip heavy as hell.
Hey, that bottom lip be hanging way down there.
Try to fight, boy.
Hey, but before we lose, you know what I mean, content and what we're trying to do though, man. But you know what I mean, we really want to speak about courage though, for real. You know what I mean, and life in the South out there. You know, you gotta have the courage to step. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Check this out. You want to stick out, or you want to fit in? Which one?
That just came to you.
Which one?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather stick out.
Okay.
You know, and because I mean, like I say, you go through life and you just get stuck in these patterns. You get stuck in these routines, these rituals of how you live your day to day. And I was reading something the other day. Was talking about that, about being brave. You could just start with little things. Start breaking out of your comfort zone by doing things that you normally don't do, even if it's as simple as brushing your teeth with the hand that you normally don't use.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not something you got to make no big old bold statement, no big bold move all at once, but just take small steps so you start building those habits.
Oh yeah. But anyways, man, back to what I was saying.
Hey, let me get the mic.
No, man, but hey, I heard this when I was younger, man. Hey, I first one of my teachers, I think, seriously asked me this question, man. You want to stick out or do you want to fit in? Because if you want to fit in, then you might just carry on with the rest of the, you know what I mean? But if you want to stand out and you want to make a difference in the world, then that takes courage, though. You know what I mean? That takes bravery. You know what I mean? That takes what's the word I'm looking for?
Courage. Word of the day.
Hey, word of the day is courage, man. But you know what I mean? There's a million different quotes out there on courage. You know what I mean? But you know, you just gotta find that meaning that means something to you.
Yeah, I see it in this light too. Give me this mic. Give me the mic, right? I see it in this light. Okay, so for a lot of us that grew up in gang life, gang culture, street life, you know, even whatever, you know, women out there prostituting themselves. So you put all this energy and you're down for your set, you're down for your homies, willing to do whatever. you know, and in that sense, that's still courage. You know what I mean? You got the heart. That's what everybody says. You know, you got heart, little homie, blah blah blah. So you got courage to do all this negative stuff. So imagine if we take that same courage, that same bravery, that same heart that you got, and put that into something positive. You know what I mean? Or put that into you making the change for yourself, because it's scary at first, especially like one of the bros that was in there in our class the other day was saying that he was like, he's lived for the past 30-some years as an active gang member. Now that he's older and he has his kids, you know, he's breaking away from that gang life. It's scary to him because this is all he's known. All he's known is the brotherhood. All he's known is the guys that he's been around. So he don't even know how to function in a regular society. That's why every time he gets out, he's right back to the same routine, same crowd, and he's right back in. So now he's breaking out of that, and he's nervous and scared. But I'm like, why be scared when you wasn't scared to go over here and beat this dude down? You know what I mean? You wasn't scared to go fight 20 dudes at once. You know what I mean? Just take that same mindset that you put into that lifestyle, selling your body. Hey, that's Elijah. Back when you just sell your booty.
Oh man.
Put that same effort into what you're doing with this change in your life, and I guarantee you're going to see results. And it's just like when you're working out, you see results, and you start getting hyped, and like, oh, okay, I see I'm cutting up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, looking a little yokey. Not you. Hey, not you. Hey, bro, we were trying to flex on me, man. Put your shirt off, man.
Come on, man.
Hey, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you start seeing those results, and you start seeing the changes happening, and it motivates you to want to do more.
Yeah, and all that is too though is rewiring your brain.
Huh?
Rewiring your brain. Just going with what he was saying though, like you don't have to make a bold statement. Little things. You know what I mean? The little things, you know, it takes you out of your comfort zone. Brushing with my left hand is gonna be tough. You know what I mean? Brushing my hair with my left hand is gonna be tough. Hey, yeah, I got long hair out there. Just say I don't know. Yeah, but rewiring your brain, you know, what is the word? The thing?
What?
That.
Third eye?
No, anyways, man, we're.
Oh, I don't know.
Neuroplasticity. Yeah, there you go. Neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity. Yeah, all that, man. And what does that do, though? What does the neuroplasticity
No, that's just basically saying, like, the way your brain's been trained for all these years, your brain has the ability to adapt and retrain.
Okay, yeah. So, you know what I mean? Just for the smart people out there, you know what I mean? Hey, we're trying to touch you, too, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, I mean, personally, I'm going to share a little something, you know what I mean, with the courage, you know. It took me coming in and out of this prison, man, for the past 25 years. It took me the courage to be who I am now, today. You know? Tall, dark, and handsome. Nah, but, like today, you know what I mean, I'm the Oyate pipe carrier. You know, and it took me forever. But it took me forever because I've always wanted to play that part. You know what I mean? I always wanted to do that for my people. You know what I mean? Not only for my people, but for myself. And ever since that I found it, I can see the difference within me. Just like I see you on the chair, or I see you just out and about. You know what I mean? And giving your time to people that you wouldn't have given your time to 5 years ago. You know what I mean? You wouldn't ever stop and gave none of these people your time. But for me to actually see you doing it, and you know what I mean, it gives me the courage to do it too. Like stop listening to what this person has to say. You know what I mean? Stop listening to what this person actually going through. You know what I mean? And I slowly see it from where we are. You know what I mean? Like, and I slowly see it from the other side too, though. Like because I don't like how they got us, you know, labeled as, oh, you guys are goody two shoes over here, and you guys ain't two good shoes. Because there's people over there that want to do the right thing. They want to see their brothers excel in life. They don't want to keep them here and keep them down, you know. So,
I mean, well, look at bro. Look at bro that was in there. You know what I mean? Like I said, we see him in a certain way because he's always thugged out, front line every time. You know what I mean? That's just how we grew up the same way. But then when he got into class and he was able to sit down and have that comfort and that safe environment, he was able to open up and be like, I really don't want none of this life. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool to see him open up and have that understanding of, okay, so bro was just, he needed this as much as we needed to give it to him. You know what I mean? And it's cool to see that. And that's something we encourage to those of you that are listening. Find a safe a safe place. Find people that you can be safe with and be open and be vulnerable with, and be able to, you know, express yourself, your real self and your real feelings and what's really going on. Even though I know that's hard to do because sometimes it's rare that people really find that out there because the world's moving so fast and everybody's got 20 different things they're doing at once and nobody got time for each other. So sometimes you don't have that. But if you can, seek that out and find that group of people you can grow with.
Most definitely, you know, that's my goal. That's both of them. You know, me and bro's goal here is to, you know, open up a safe space like that. You know what I mean? When I'm free, I get out. You know what I mean? Continue doing this Rebuild and Rise thing. Is I want to be able to have have a safe place where people to come talk about their issues, whatever it is. You know, guys, girls, people that never been in trouble, people who've been in trouble. You know what I mean? You know, the door's open. You know what I mean? You know, so that's the goal for me to do. And that's the courage and the change that I'm trying to promote out here when I get out here, you know what I mean, and on these podcasts.
I say that too for the people that are making changes too, like how we're making changes. Hey, stand on what you're doing, man. Like the same way you wasn't no punk when you was in the streets, or the same way you wasn't scared to fight that chick, you know what I mean? Whatever you got going on, hey, stand on that. You know what I mean? Stand on the business that we standing on now, because that's how we are. Like, we can walk anywhere in this facility because we still stand on business. Like, ain't nobody gonna come and punk us. Ain't nobody gonna make us feel less than what we are because, you know what I mean, we're trying to better ourselves. And you see that a lot happening here. People getting bullied. When you see them doing better, the car wants to pull them down and make them feel like, nah, you can't. Hey, old boy got a job the other day. Hey, got beat up because he ran a job. You know what I mean? And that's to show you right there. Hey, those ain't no real homies, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, for those of y'all that are making changes, stand on that, man. Don't be no punks, you know what I mean? Stand on being a man of your word, or whatever changes you make in your life, positive. Stand on that with the same effort, the same energy you put forward, because that's what's going to set the example for the next person. That's what's going to set the tone for how you're coming into the system and how you're coming into the situation, because I got plenty of homies now back home, you know what I'm saying, that are doing that right now. Hope for the hood. Out there in the streets, in the trenches, every day. They ain't scared, you know what I mean? And they doing it for God. You know, everybody got their own beliefs and what they believe in. You know, they out there for the Lord, and I commend them for that. But they out there in the trenches. They out there with the thugs because we the thugs. You know what I mean? We the thugs. That's how we grew up. That's our mentality. So for us to still carry that mentality, but to do it something positive, game changer.
Man, and for the youth too. You know what I mean? I dare you guys to be different. You know what I mean? Dare you guys to be different. Dare you. You know what I mean? Dare to step out and be different. You know, have that courage to be different, and have that courage to do something different than what other people are doing, what your peers are. Hey, drop the mic. Dare to be different with what other than your peers are doing, you know what I mean? Like, step out of that comfort zone, you know, and, you know, because this isn't the life that you want right here, you know what I mean? And if you're already in the systems, we're already, you know what I mean, facing time, don't give up, man. It's never too late to change either, though. You know what I mean? Like, look at me and bro here. You know what I mean? We're in our mid-60s, you know? Oh, man, no, but it's never too late to change, man. You know what I mean? All you got to do is find that person. You know what I mean? Like, look at me and bro. Never crossed paths ever in our lives. Even
you have 1 minute remaining.
We was working. Hey, 1 minute later, bro. We was working and we come up with this thing, you know what I mean? And we just seeked each other out. And we collabed and we come up with this. You know, and now look at it. You know what I mean? It's cruising now. It has 4 wheels in it, and we're cruising with it.
Yeah, before it hangs up, man. Yeah, and that's how it is. When you're doing the right thing, it's funny how things will just line up for you. You won't even have to try. But hey, man, we out of here. Y'all heard the 1 minute lady. Love y'all, man. Appreciate everybody watching. Always, man. We got nothing but love for y'all.
Hey, nothing but love for you guys, man. Like us, love us. You know what I mean? Leave comments, whatever it is.
Yep, we build and rise.
Rise.
Prestige, real wild. All right, y'all.
Thank you for using GPS.